on, let's see if we can play nice. I tried to do this earlier and it didn't go anywhere. Anyway, so I wanted to hop on and talk about what makes me one of the best coaches to work with if you're looking for someone that knows kind of how to navigate sessions with people. So my focus is on intuitive eating. I work with a variety of people, but I really love working with busy mompreneurs who, know that by taking care of themselves, feeling great in the body that they have, they'll be better able to do their work and support their kids. So I wanted to talk about a specific consultation call or client call that I had today, and how it might surprise you that we did not talk about the food at all. We didn't talk about what she was eating. Our focus for the session was on helping her remember to eat. So this client is living in a state of kind of high stress with their work, feels like they have no time in the day to stop to eat. They also have ADHD, which can complicate things a bit. And a big part for them is remembering to eat during the day. The last time I worked with her, if you've been following my little Post-it note series, her Post-it note was ordering groceries online supports my mental health. Okay, so my Notes for You series is a quick way for you to write down what you need to remember. So I have my little Post-it note pack that I use, and I'll just take a sheet and I'll just write it down and stick it somewhere where I can see it. And it's a reminder that whatever, I have one right now that says only love today. So that reminds me, if I'm going to have a conversation with someone about something stressful, or my kids come in and interrupt me when I'm doing something, only love today. So it helps me kind of reframe how I'm going to approach things. So for this client, previously it was going in the grocery store causes her social anxiety. It increases her anxiety. So it's really challenging. So she was spending over $200 easily in a week to order Uber Eats, right? So in an effort to better support her health, she wants some ideas on how to eat without going to that, but also eating to help with energy and focus throughout the day. So online grocery ordering was on her Post-it note last time, ordering groceries online supports my mental health. So she did it, and she was able to order groceries online, pick them up. It was easy. But then, was she able to repeat the behavior again? No, it got hard and it didn't happen. So today, what we worked on was not around what she was eating. It's still this huge gap where she probably doesn't eat until it's 8 p.m. and she's over hungry and ordering in. So we focused on her setting a reminder in her phone around 11 a.m. to remind herself to check in if she's hungry. So we paired that with an activity. So she starts work at 8, she finishes at 5 or later. So what does she do in the middle of the day that she can pair with reminding herself to check in if she's hungry? She goes to the washroom. She takes a washroom break. So quite often when people are busy, they might skip their washroom break too. Most of us at some point, we have to go to the washroom during the day. So for her, that's an automatic pairing. So she puts a note on the mirror to say, am I hungry? Is it time to eat? Something to trigger that reminder. Some people will use bathroom break to just stop and do, 4 deep breaths. That can really reduce that stress response in the body really quick. Or some of my clients will do a full body scan to check in, what do they need? Am I hungry? Do I have tightness in my body somewhere? Do I feel grounded? There's tons of things we can do with these little notes to you reminders. So it's figuring out what works for you. And then she also is setting a time in her phone. We talked about breakfast. Okay. We're not going to talk about every meal. I'm not going to shove all the information that I've learned over the last 20 plus years at her, because I know that doesn't work. And that's what makes me a great coach. I'm able to figure out where you are and figure out for you what is going to be a possibility for you to navigate to move forward and feel better and have energy and eat healthy and whatever your goal is, right? From this intuitive eating headspace too, right? So the other thing that she's focusing on is to set a reminder in her Google Calendar, Saturdays from 1 until 1:30, she is going to schedule a way to get food for breakfast. And that might look like protein shakes from well.ca. But she's going to schedule it, and it's going to be something that comes to her house to take out that middle step of going to the grocery store, even if she orders food online, and it's to make it easier. And then we're going to chat again in 2 weeks. And we didn't even really talk about food. We didn't talk about balancing her macronutrient intake. We didn't even talk about being satisfied with food, which I often go to, right? Like, you ate that, and then do you feel satisfied? So another client I had today, we spoke more about food, but her afternoon snack, we spoke about how that balance looked, and that snack might be satisfying for her. So I want her to pay attention to see, when I eat this, am I more satisfied longer? Does my workout feel better? Do I feel like I have more energy because she works out right after work? So it's all these little nuances and balancing things. So it might surprise you. Sometimes I don't even get to food. Sometimes not even. I have one client, I call her it was weekly, now it's a bit longer between our calls, but I'm just checking in to see how she's moving her body. And she's a lady in her 70s. Her blood sugars have improved, and our main focus is just getting her moving. She's eating pretty well. We reviewed that in session 1. But what she needs support in is the exercise. So that's what I've been offering. Just these regular check-ins. She appreciates the human connection. She's making connections with other people to do activity now too. So it's fun. It's fun to see the progression. It's fun to see that her blood sugar went back to normal with just focusing on the activity. So it doesn't have to be this huge, overwhelming thing, but just start with one thing, and it might be notes to you. So follow my notes to you series on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm posting them too. Every day I have somebody that triggers a little, note to you. So what does that, what do we need to say? So, am I hungry? Or when was the last time I ate, right? So something easy. You don't have to prove yourself was one that I was writing some content about yesterday as well. So there's so many little things that we can look at, and we're writing positive reminders to help us improve our health. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I think Instagram worked this time. I did a whole video about 2 hours ago and it didn't work. So tell me if you see this. Thanks. Bye.